Welcome to the Black Dawn. It is I3 here, and today I have some commentary for you guys. We are going to be playing on Alert, and in this particular match I am using the OPS 55, and again I am very sorry for recording in the quality that this has been recorded in. I tried to put some ENB in post-processing, but that did not solve the issue of, well, this issue actually I have never had before. I just recently updated my phone to Ice Cream Sandwich, and Screencast is kind of having a little bit of difficulties with it, so I'm really sorry about that. But aside that, I've been recently getting into the whole type of Modern Combat 3 and Modern Combat community a lot more than I have been, because I'm finally kind of done with school, and I'm kind of getting into back into what I used to do, and that's recording as much as I can. Just trying to bring out some commentaries and bringing out all these different videos that I work on, and I'm gonna try and do that a lot more now that I have more time. So this is the first video that I have enough time to really bring out good. So I think I went 55 and 4, and as you can see, it's choppy. I do know what the problem is. Aside from the fact I'm on Ice Cream Sandwich, which is the latest Android operating system. Besides that fact, I recorded in 60 frames per second, and I didn't know that it would actually drop that whenever, like when I was playing, it was playing in 60 FPS. It was recording in 60 FPS, but what I didn't know is that it would kind of freeze and then unfreeze, and that only happened in the video though. It didn't happen when I was actually playing, so that was kind of weird. Anyways, besides that, I want to get into what I wanted to talk about today, and I don't want to lose focus, and that is what are my future plans for this channel, and what I'm going to try and be bringing out to you guys this summer, what I'm actually going to be working on over the summer, and just all of these different things, plus just tips on getting a nuke. I don't know, kind of strange, two very different topics, but I first want to talk about what my plans are for the future, now that I'm kind of free to do a lot of things with YouTube. One thing that I'm going to be working on a lot is definitely what I do best, and that is commentary. I'm going to try and be bringing a lot of commentary for Modern Combat 3, and when Nova 3 comes out for Android, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I'm also going to try and start some new series, maybe some montages, not necessarily montages, just clips of me, just getting quad feeds, getting all sorts of crazy stuff, and just getting just bundling up all those clips into one video. I'll probably make some episodes about that. I'm not sure yet. I am in the process of making a montage, but I really haven't been into it, mostly because I have only a couple of good clips, and I'm not that good with the sniper, so I don't know what I would put in that montage. Another thing is that I'm thinking about making sort of a open answer, type of series where you guys just ask because I get questions even now, but just getting a video or a video series of me just answering all the questions that I get on in my PMs in my Palringo group, or just on YouTube comments, just being able to answer all those in one central location on these videos. So I might be thinking about that too, and you guys can just ask me whatever questions you may want. Maybe I don't know, what's my favorite this, what's my favorite that. You can just ask me personal questions like that, and I wouldn't mind answering. I might just find those to put in open answer video, I don't know, some kind of video thing. I where I just answer questions. So I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking about, I don't know, making a video related to a new Nova 3 series, kind of like my i3 gun guide, except just going over the different mechanics of Nova 3 when that comes out for me, because I really haven't had much time to play with Nova 3. I mean, I don't have it. It hasn't come out for Android, so I'm still waiting on that. But I will be making Nova 3 commentary that I will be making. I will also try and get back into my i3 gun guides. I don't know what's wrong with me in the gun guides. I have them written out. I don't know what's gone into me just not being able to find the time to actually put them together and get in some gameplay with all those different weapons. Next will be the AUG. What's that one called? I can't even remember what the AUG is. I think it's the Automat X. So I'm gonna be making a gun guide on that weapon soon. And that will also be what else was I planning on doing? Oh yeah, finishing up some of my finishing up what I started with. Yeah, 3 gun guide. I already said that. I should have planned this out a lot better than I did. I usually plan my videos before I just start talking, but this one I don't know. I just wanted to talk freely. But oh man, I forgot. Oh yeah, I want to try and get back into Modern Warfare 3. I know some of you guys don't prefer to see my Modern Warfare 3 content, but I do have subscribers nonetheless who are subscribed to me for Modern Warfare 3, and I gotta stay faithful. I gotta stay faithful to those subscribers, who like to see my Modern Warfare 3 content. So I'm gonna be trying to put some more of that on. I also might do Black Ops, or I don't know what else. I have a bunch of games that I can always do commentaries on. So I just gotta wait on the right opportunity to upload them. So tips on getting a nuke. Let's go on to that, because that's basically all I have for the summer, just commentating, because that's really what I do best. Trying to get back into all the whole setup of what I used to do, and just tips on getting a nuke from Modern Combat 3. It's not that hard if you know what you're doing. It's basically it depends on what map you're playing. Actually, on Alert, it's easiest to get a nuke if you stay on one end. Alert, you kind of look at it as a 2-area map. So you have the north side and the south side. So that's basically how Alert works. And the easiest thing to do is to just stay on one side. Just don't kind of stay defensive on one side. Don't venture off to the other side, because then you might get into you might find yourself walking into the enemy spawn. It's always better, no matter what first-person shooter game you're playing. It's always better to be in the enemy spawn as they're spawning, instead of going into the enemy spawn while they're spawning. You know what I mean? It's always better to be there first, because when you're there first, they're gonna be less they're not gonna expect you as much as they would if you were already, or if you were coming up there into their spawn. So always stay in one area of the map. As you see, once I got my nuke, I'm kind of going all over the place, and that's the reason I die so often. As you can tell when I was staying in that one area of the map before, in the first part of the video, when I got the nuke, I was getting all these kill streaks. I was on a 34-0 streak, and then I decided, once I get a nuke, I'm just gonna go out and venture, and then I end up, getting myself killed trying to fight 3 people off at the same time. So it's always better just to stay in one area when you're trying to get those long streaks and whatnot. And that's mainly for Alert. When you're playing on a map like Scramble, it's always best to keep moving. Always best to keep moving on Scramble. Scramble is one of those maps where you don't want to be in the same spot the whole time. Because when you're in the same spot the whole time in Scramble, there's usually always an area in a map like Scramble where someone else can get you. There's not just this one specific area where you can just camp the whole time. It's not like that in a Scramble, or even backup or recon. You can kind of camp if you know what you're doing. But I was never into camping. I mean, if you were that kind of person, camp. I mean, like, people, I don't camp, but I'm not one of those guys who will tell you that camping is absolutely wrong. Because it's Modern Combat, I mean, if it was Modern Warfare 3 or something, I'd probably, insult you or something. I don't know, because I hate campers on Modern Warfare 3. But, like, when it's Modern Combat 2, I really don't care for camping too much, because camping will just get you killed, In Modern Combat 3, it's always easy to kill the campers, because it's not that easy to camp in Modern Combat 3. I won't get a nuke when camping on Modern Combat, just mostly because of the reason, you always kind of need to be on the move, because no one is going to go to you in Modern Combat 3. You kind of always have to go to them, or you have to kind of always go to the opponent. Unless, you're staying in the enemy spawn, then they're going to be spawning to you. They're not going to be purposely, or they're not intentionally going there. They're spawning there, unintentionally. So that's why being in the enemy spawn in Modern Combat is always the best thing to do when trying to get a nuke. Because then they're going to be unprepared when they first spawn, and you can just hit them right at the start. Then there I use my nuke right at the end, and then right when the nuke comes, the game ends, unfortunately. So, well, that's basically all I really had to tell you guys today. So once again, I'm sorry for the poor video quality. I'm going to try and get some better quality soon. And that's basically it. I'll talk to you all again later, real soon. Bye.